camera just a little bit here. Watch out for the wipey wipe. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. So let's see who we've got in here so far tonight. Looked like there was a bunch of you in here. Clarence is on his way home from dinner. We'll see him in a minute. Bill Saflarski's here. Frontier Firewood. Sherry Miller. Lake Ontario Firewood. Brandon Hode's sleepy. Must have had a long day. That's okay, Brandon. Yep, Hope was an awesome event for sure. Josh and Janice Leach are here. Jim, how you doing? Iffy kid. Ted, Miller stumped some firewood. Tim Poor's here. Britt, Foothills Firewood. Britt, that video of Jason trying to split that limbwood still. That's my favorite. Kevin Violet's here. Dennis Rexford. Brandon Fisher. Jacqueline Dower. 902 Hands here. Denny Hart. Speedy's here. Speedy, you recovered from Hope yet? Scott McCain. Bud Cantor. All the way from Kirkland, Washington. Good to see you, bud. Steve Fogg's here. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Craig's Cord to Coles and Northwest PA Firewood. So, I think I got most everybody. I got my wedding ring back. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Oh, man, what's this? Allwood Burns LLC says he's watching live on vacation from the white sandy beaches of the Gulf Shores of Alabama. Well, that sounds like a much better time than working. So enjoy your vacation. Wise choice. Got Scott and his wife. How you doing, guys? So it was really cool. I got a call, I think it was Monday, and they said, hey, we found your ring. I said, you did? They said, yeah, we're cleaning up. We found it. Where can we send it to? So they sent it back. We got it on. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Very happy to have it back. And just goes to show what a great group of people there was down there, because they remembered that I had lost my ring and they were looking for it. When they found it, Craig from Hope called right up and said, hey, I found your ring. I got your ring back. I was like, that's awesome. They sent it to me in a pretty little bag. I felt special. I like it. You guys have been ordering saws like crazy. I don't know if it's you guys or not. But Saw Supplier has been busy. So if you guys are wanting to pre-order the new 564i fuel-injected chainsaw from Husqvarna, $200 deposit will lock your saw in. They will be delivered in the order that they were ordered, and the remaining balance will be due in January or whenever the saw is in, whichever comes first. So Willey10 at sawsuppliers.com will save you 10%, give you free shipping, just under $1,000 for the new fuel-injected Husqvarna. So really, really good deal. If you're looking for a lightweight, powerful chainsaw, that might be just it. Who knows? I've got one coming for Gramp with heated handles. It's an extra 80 bucks, but he's worth it. And speaking of Gramp, today is Gramp's 79th birthday. So happy birthday, Gramp. I was getting ready to call him to wish him a happy birthday this morning, and he called me and said, hey, when's more logs coming? We're out. So even on his birthday, he's still looking for logs. James Lacey, how you doing, buddy? It's pretty cool to be 79 years old and still itching to get out in the firewood pile. Had Rich out there with me today, cleaning up the ends and getting everything all tidied up for when more logs start rolling in. So we should have some more logs, hopefully by the end of the week, rolling into the yard, and start getting it filled back up again. The Cord King 1820 is out on rental. So we put it up for rent for the local area. We wanted to test the waters and see how it would go. So far, I've got, I think, 6 or 7 confirmed rentals. Some of them fairly long-term. So it looks like the rental business is going to be good. The gentleman that rented it today had rented another brand processor. I'm not going to say what, from another local company. And I messaged him this evening to see how he liked it. He said, way better than the other processor. He goes, this thing is nice. So he's happy. I'm happy. Logger Jason hooked me up with a really good deal on chains for it. So I've got an excellent deal on 404 chains for it. So that's going to be really nice. He saved me a bunch of money. So Appreciate him for that. This community right here with all the woodhounds is just really, really, really awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We could not do what we do without you. I have not been putting a lot of long form videos out. We've been busy, very, very, very busy. So daily rental on the Cord King is 500 US for a single day. Anything 2 days or more goes to 450 a day. And then a week or more goes to 2,000 a week, so it figures to $50 an hour. 50 bucks an hour. If you can get a cord and a half to 2 cord an hour through it by running bigger wood, that's 25 bucks a cord. You're not going to process it much cheaper than that, and really, really, really nice. Makes really consistent firewood, and that's what he said was how consistent it was. So I will be sure to let Gramp know about all the happy birthdays. I saw that new Easton Made scent firewood hopper. That thing's pretty cool, Tim. I got to tell you, that's the ticket. Load it with a tractor, have it come right to you. I don't think you can ask for much better than that right there. That's pretty awesome. David Parker, how you doing? So that definitely did catch my eye. I've been saying that somebody needed to make one that would fit all the machines, and I saw they had it up against a axis too. So for somebody doing big tree service wood with a vertical machine like that, just be able to dump your rounds in that hopper and feed them over to you. That's going to be a real nice time saver. Not sure what the price is, but you could put a pretty good price tag on that and still be just fine with it, because that's going to save you some time and effort for sure. Even versus rolling the rounds over to the log lift, it's just quicker. You know, if you've got a grapple, you can pick them up, dump them in, and go. The SOL department's here. Daniel Atkins. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Denny Hart, could be a new 1-cord record with something like that feeding it for sure. The only thing that I would have reservations about with that is they're going to come random. So you're going to have to spin and move them. There may be some time that you waste in between. But if somebody was thinking right, with that hopper feeder, you could definitely set a new record. So definitely some options there for sure. Logger Jason, your ears must have been burning. I was just talking about you, buddy. Telling everybody that you saved me a bunch of money. Yeah, I'm thinking a face cord to a half a cord, Tim. I don't think that's out of the question at all as far as to what it'll hold. So that's pretty good stuff for sure. Neighborly Homestead, how you doing? Yep, Phil does have the one from New York, the one that Robot, or I can't remember the name of the company that actually sells them, but he has that one, and I've seen that. That works pretty good. I like the 3-chain end feed on the Easton Made, and I like the fact that it's a little bit wider. I don't know. I'm not sure which one would be better, but they're both really nice options. Carta Equipment. There you go. That's why I like this. You guys know. You guys keep me in check. That's awesome. Appreciate you, Tim. Yeah, 20-footer would be nice. Something you could put a whole cord on, just dump it loose and just kind of feed it to you. That would be the way to go. You could put some bigger sides on it, Tim. You put a couple cord in there and fill the truck in one shot. Moving is going slow. We're going to start packing. I've been trying to get a roll off here. That's been a chore on itself. So I think we're going to use the dump trailer instead, and I'll take it to the landfill myself. So Wife's already started packing, she says, as she's sweeping from the other room. Max come in because he's wondering if I might have snacks for him. He's staring at me like he needs something, but I think he's okay. So yeah, the move is underway. We've moved some stuff over, but we've still got a lot to go. So next show is going to be Bunyan. We're kind of getting geared up and ready for Bunyan so far. House has not been sold yet. We've got another showing tomorrow, and the cash buyer that was real excited about it is coming back on Sunday with what, his father or his contractor? Both. His father and his contractor. So, no, his father is his contractor. Oh, his father is his contractor. See, this is what happens when she's not in here with us. We relay back and forth, but she's clean and she's doing a fantastic job.
Thank you. Someone's going to do it.
Yeah, Frontier Firewood, I would not want to move 14 times in 15 years. That does not sound like fun. And there's the man, the myth, the legend right there, Kenny from Firewood Adventure, all the way from Nova Scotia. I just talked to him. How you doing? Yep, ring was right by where the splitter was. It was right where I had lost it. It was under some bark and stuff, so it rolled and got lost. And
thank goodness.
Yeah, Tim, the new wood yard's got plenty of room, buddy. I like the new wood yard for sure. All kinds of room for activities. You actually got to zoom in to get to the other side of the wood yard so that you can see stuff. So Brandon Hode said he didn't have to move. He threw his parents out. Well, there you go. That's one way to do it. You're absolutely welcome, Kenny.
Move your feet.
Oh, got in the wood yard. Chris is here. How you doing, Chris? Are you hunting, fishing? None of the above? Working? What are you doing? So,
what's all the sawdust in here, honey?
I have no idea where the sawdust came from. I have no idea. I apologize ahead of time.
What the heck?
So, I know Split Force is going to be releasing a new machine at Bunan, from what I've heard. I don't know if anybody else is going to be putting any new machines out. I know the plan is for Allwood to have one of the new Redwood series splitters, that great big giant splitter. So that'll be pretty cool to see that in person. Prescott says it's man glitter, not sawdust.
Yes, well, I do think that. I had the thought.
She thought it. She just didn't say it. So Scott McCain has a question, but I got to sneeze first.
Bless you.
She's stirring up all the dust. All right, let's see what Scott's question is now. Sawmill I get my rounds is cutting all beech this week. Should I wait till he gets back into the red oak or hickory, or get a load of the beech? Beech is good stuff. I like beech for firewood. Up here, beech and red oak are just about the same, so take it for sure. Birch vertical, I believe we will have one at Bunan, Ken. Yes. Drying wood, that's for Chris. You need a chain like for dog tags so you don't lose your ring. Yeah, well, my wife's made me lose too much weight. My ring does not fit very tight anymore, so well, thank you for all the bless yous there. But yeah, so we've got a bunch of wood delivered to Robert's house, and I'm gonna go down with the Cord King when it comes back from rental, and we're gonna do a bunch of splitting ahead for restaurant wood down to Roberts, because he cuts restaurant wood for me. So we're gonna go swap and barter and trade some labor for wood and things like that, and do some of that bartering and trading. I like the bartering and trading better if I can. Mercury Man, Len, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I don't know how long hickory will last, Brandon. I don't have hickory up where I am. Hickory is a fairly hard wood. I would assume that it would last a while, but I'm not sure. Excuse me just a minute. I'm going to blow my nose. All right, I think I'm finally better now. I don't know if she stirred the dust up or what it was, but we're okay now. So we're going to have an Airbnb at Bunan. I've got Kevin, Big Rich, and the wife coming with me, and we're going to have a good time. I think as it stands right now, Friday and Sunday, I will be at the Cord King booth, and on Saturday morning, I will be at Allwood. Saturday afternoon, I will be at the Typhoon tent. 1 o'clock, we're supposed to have the splitting challenge with TKP. So we'll have that. And I'd like to get some time to walk around the show. I don't know. I don't know if I'll have a whole lot of time to walk around the show or not, but I'm going to sneak in, at least get one round in, just so that I can go and see what's going on. So there you go. Ed, I know. My wife came in and stirred up the dust. She was wondering where all the sawdust on the floor came from. And I think she stirred up the dust, so I apologize for that. So, what have you been hunting or fishing for, Chris? I know you've been busy hunting and fishing both. Did we get anything good? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, Logger Jason. I'm gonna go in really early, and just take a walk around, get everything done. Deer, yep, we all got one. So, all right, everybody got their deer. That's a good thing. Barring a super splitter until my splitter is fixed, says Symington Services. Cycle time is fast. Yep, super splitters are very quick splitters. They're very efficient, fuel efficient too. It's definitely a nice little fuel efficient machine. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Clarence. I will be sure to let him know. For those of you that got here just a few minutes ago, today is Gramp's birthday. I got ready to call to wish him a happy birthday, and he called me instead, and I wished him a happy birthday first, and then the next thing out of his mouth was, did we get more firewood yet? I said, no, not yet. I said, supposed to bring some by the end of the week. Well, when it gets there, let me know. I said, yeah, I will. He said, okay, bye, and he hung up. So there you go. He, man, a few words, for sure. Yeah, boots in the grass. We need rain too, brother. We need rain here. And it's not showing any for at least a week. So we've got some definite time before we get to that point. Need rain. That's just all there is to it. It's dry right now, which for the firewood is a fantastic thing. The firewood, what I'm delivering for Greenwood right now, everybody saw it and they're like, oh man, this is seasoned. How long has this been cut? I said, about 3 months. And they're like, oh wow, it's dry. Well, it's not dry, but it might be come fall. Yeah, Yadkin's not here. He might be stuck in the crap again, Scott. I don't know. Yeah, Jason, Gramp he's a different breed. Every day that there is logs in the yard, I don't care if it's raining or snowing or whatever it is, he's here. And speak of the devil, you heard us talking about being stuck in crap and you had to come, Jason. Good to see you, brother. I saw that video and I was praying you got your boot back. I was hoping we didn't have to see that bare foot come out of there and that boot still stuck in the ground. And then Britt put the video of you trying to get everything going. Josh Leach says, for Gramps Woodshed, I'm assuming we are cutting and splitting or just splitting. We will be doing some of both. I'm going to try to keep him out of the pile until everybody gets there, and we're going to try to work together. This is a charitable contribution thing. It's for those that need it, and I don't want Gramp to feel like he has to do all of the work, but I also want him to save some for somebody else. Yeah, I saw you were stuck. There you go, brother. Oh, Kenny ordered a 564 yesterday. His dealer was going to check back with him in November, so maybe November they're coming. We'll see. Joe the Grower, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So it's today is just a special day. It's Gramp's birthday. I mean, I wish that he stayed up past 6:30 after the evening news was done, but he's in bed already and he'll be up at 3 a.m. tomorrow. I did talk to Gramp. He is willing to do some videos and maybe even a little talking on camera. I think he might be warming up to the whole YouTube thing. He's really excited about the Gramps Woodshed and how that's working. He hasn't seen the logo yet. I'm trying to keep it as a surprise. I've been talking to some companies like Logox and some other companies that are going to have some help and some part in this, and they've put us on to some grants and things that we can get. It's really, really cool to just see how this is all taken off and starting. And to think that it all started with the Gramp sticks, that's just, you know, Derek is really, really, really been the catalyst that started this. So really cool. Yeah, Kenny, it does take time. It does take time. Neighborly Homestead, I have not heard from Ron Brooks. Who here is going to Bunyan and what are we buying there? Well, Britt, I'm going to Bunyan. I'm coming home with some new wedges for the Cord King. That's one of the things we're coming home with. I'm also coming home with whatever is left over for bags, which by the sounds doesn't sound like much. Kevin was going to come home with a chainsaw, but he would like to order it from Saw Supplier, but he's going to look and see what he likes while he's at Bunyan. That's Kevin being loyal. Kevin knows how we do things and where we do things, and it's really cool to see see him pick that up on his own. Kevin's a good guy for sure. Britt, so the bags are UV resistant bags, 24 by 24, which is 1 cubic foot, a little bit bigger than 1 cubic foot. They're going to be 45 cents a piece plus shipping. And we'll have all of that stuff sorted out. I got a pallet of them coming fairly soon. So it's going to be pretty cool to see how it all works. Kenny's going to Bunyan. All right, there you go. Like that. Oh, Josh and Janice got an order coming for me tomorrow. That'll be cool. We'll have some bags at Bunyan, Tim. If we don't have enough and you don't get them then, don't worry. Within a couple of weeks of Bunyan, I'll have a whole pallet. So we'll have 10,000 of them. So that'll keep everybody going for a little bit. Ted and Sherry are bringing home a Wolf Ridge wrapper. Good night, Dennis. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Clarence is coming to Bunyan. Don't plan on spending much money, but who knows? Oh, Clarence might be looking at something. Price on 1,000 bags, Britt, out the door, shipped to you. I don't know what shipping will be, but the bags are 45 cents a piece, sir. Brandon ran his decked imported 4510 a little today, and he says, holy moly. If I could get a cardboard for me, you, Daniel, I'd carry you around the show with me, and I'd plunk you everywhere I went. So if you can get one sent, life size, I'll bring you everywhere at the show, and you'll be in all the videos and everything. So if you can make it happen, I'm there for it. All right, night, Chris. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Basso Family Firewood. How you doing, Chucky? PPE, we're trying to get everything sorted out. I'm working with 2 different companies right now, and I got to call Saw Supplier and see if they want in on this first. I try to stay with the people that use me the best. So we'll see how they pan out and how it goes. But I'm hoping to have the PPE stuff sorted out pretty quickly. We got Mrs. American Country 716. Good evening, ma'am. How are you? And move date is hopefully sometime in the next 2 weeks, Speedy. We'll be in the new house and over there. So got lots to do in between. It'll probably be back after we get back from Bunyan. And Frontier Firewood wants to know, are the bags the same as what Mike had on his channel? Yes, they are. The exact same bags. These ones, Dave from Cord King filled some bags last year. They're out in front of his shop still on hot top. He picked them up and dropped them, and they're still fine. The color is faded just a little bit, but the bags still hold up, so. I don't have any plans to buy any. Oh, wise choice. You'll always come home with something. Bags at the show right now. I'm still waiting on a final count to know what they have coming. So once I find that out, I'll let you know, and we'll get all of that. So Kenny said he got some shipped to his house. He's in Canada, so it works a little better for him. They're 80 cents a bag versus $1 a bag for the Amazon ones, which are not UV resistant. So saved himself some money and got some better stuff. Yeah, you could ask Shauna for chaps, Brandon. Absolutely, you could. I don't know how many we'll be able to get at Bunyan. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If I can get more at Bunyan so that everybody can get them without shipping, that's fine. But we may have to wait until we get them ordered in. You guys are chomping at the bit, and I don't blame you because they're. Oh, Basso says the vertical is on its way, but he has not laid eyes on it yet. So the first all-wood vertical is headed to Louisiana. Chucky, I'm going to want a picture and a video of that when you get it running. Make sure Zach's out there with his video camera, and you put him right to work. Tell him there's lights in the garage if he needs them. Do you have those same bags, Jason? Oh, American Country 716 had the Dyna. Tom's Firewood, I like that new Easton made hopper. That is a very nice unit. I think it'd be really, really cool to be able to extend it so that it's longer, twice as long. Maybe be able to butt 2 units up together and be able to put like a whole cord of loose rounds on there so that you can just load it, load your trailer, and go. But that hopper is a really nice unit. I've seen the ones with the belt in the bottom. The belt seems to hold up fine, but I like the idea of a chain better. So I think that's a pretty well built unit. I like the looks of it. I'll be interested to see it. Yeah, those hoppers would be really nice. The log lifts are nice, but anytime that you can use a mechanical advantage like a tractor with a grapple or something like that, you can do whatever you need to do. And Andrew said he can make it longer. So Tim's gears have been turning too. We'll see what Tim comes home from Bunyan with. Timmy's always game for something new. I got a whole bunch of stickers coming too, Jason. So we're going to be selling the Gramps woodshed stickers. The Gramps woodshed stickers are going to be sold. The proceeds of that are going to go back to the woodshed. So we're going to use that to try and get some money for the woodshed. So it's going to be really cool to see how that goes. Yep, then he said Andrew mentioned a 20-footer. Well, there you go. 20-footer would be perfect. That would be the size that I would want for my operations. And then I'd build taller sides on it because I'd want to fit a couple cord in there so that I got a whole dump trailer load in one hopper. That would be really cool to do it that way. That's the whole thing. The firewood game changes constantly. If there's a need, all of the vendors out there are really, really good. And it's really cool to see how these guys step up their game to make sure it works for everybody. John Salmonson, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, it's I like that. I like seeing all the innovation. Fire starters are just getting going. We're getting really, really busy with fire starters again. I got a bunch more wax in. I don't have as much wax as Jason and Britt. And I'll see if they'll show you a video of that sometime. But they definitely have enough wax right now. But I've got plenty. Clarence Dobson, Josh and Janice Leach make all of my stickers for Gramps Woodshed, the podcast, and my channel. If you need stickers for anything, I guarantee they won't zilch you and you'll get everything you need. So Josh and Janice Leach, Josh will put his email out there and he'll definitely get you taken care of if you got somebody that zilched you. American Country 716, if I had unlimited budget, I would take one of everything too. I'd have a couple of some things because some things are better in pairs. Josh and Janice do not have a web page, but they are on Facebook. So if you go on Facebook, you can find them there. Josh will put his address out there, right there, distinctively yours. So there's the email address. They'll do your artwork for you. They'll help you figure out what works. You can do custom shapes, sizes, colors, the whole works. And they're really, really great to deal with. Turnaround time is quick. It's really, really cool. So it's always good to help each other out. That's what we do. So they helped me, so I helped them. And when you guys help them, it helps all of us. So it's a round robin. Lake Ontario, that little splitter that they have, that came from Willey's Firewood. We were gonna put a new motor on it and use it. Mike needed it more than we did, so we sent it out. First thing he did was put that new motor on it, and that little splitter, that zips right along. That does a good job. And there's Lake Ontario Firewood bragging up Josh and Janice right there. So they do good work. I cannot complain. They do fantastic work. So it's always good to see how everything kind of comes full circle and works. So I've got, trying to think, got 6,000 fire starters I need to make in the next 2 weeks. So that ought to keep me busy for a little bit. And then once we get those made up, hopefully I'll have time to go to Bunan for a little bit, get a little break for a few days. We'll go get all that stuff sorted and taken care of, and get some other stuff done too. Mike says it's good, struggles with the big rounds. The big rounds chip the edges off and then break them after that. Once you break that edge and you break that cambium layer, the rest will come apart quite a bit easier. So, who's in the market to expand their firewood business in either this year or the next coming year? Who's planning on going bigger than what they're doing right now? And is there anything you want to share with what you're doing? I know one of the plans and projects that we have is we are going to start stacking to season wood. So we're going to start doing that right off quick. But we're also going to be, building / buying a kiln. And that'll be, you guys will see that later on. So we're going to buy some pieces and we're going to build some pieces. Mostly because I have folks up here that already work in the lumber industry, and do work with kilns already. So they're going to help me through some of what we need to do. We've grown every year that we've wanted to grow, for quite a few years. I'm approaching the threshold right now where we can't do any more with what I have for time unless we change our operations sometime. So we're going to probably start using a processor or two much more often than we did, and processing ahead. But we're probably not going to do a lot of that until one, either the ground is frozen, or two, spring when we can pour some concrete to have a pad to scoop off, because we will scoop and load. But we're looking to really, kind of streamline what we do. We're going to be just over 1,000 cord this year between all of our regular wood and our restaurant wood. I have 2 folks that make wood for us. And if it weren't for them, we would be at about our 800 cord max. That would be where we are. One of the guys that's working for us, he set himself a lofty goal of 300 cord for next year. So if he does that, that'll be about 200 extra cord for us. So that's Robert Daigle. Robert's a great guy. We're going to bring the Cord King down there where he works with me and I work with him. We're going to make it work together, and we're going to see just what we can get accomplished. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Geotextile fabric, Tim, 100 and probably 15,000, 125,000 pound truck rolls across it. Absolutely zero movement. Works fantastic. 55 to 60 cord part-time as a one-man band, Daniel, is nothing at all to to sneeze at. That's for sure. Wise choice. Killian is a man on a mission. I am really excited to see what Killian ends up doing. It's going to be pretty cool to see how he can help transform your business for you. He's getting to the age now where he can be more and more of a help. And it's really cool. Like with Richard today on the tractor, I just let him go. I told him all these short ends need to be cleaned up. They're in little piles everywhere. Go find them. Go get it done. And he did. He did a good job too. And then we started bagging kindling. And when I told him it was going to be his job, he kind of, huh? But he needs some responsibility and he needs something to keep himself going. So that kindling is going to be a good thing for him. And if we have a bagging station on either side of the machine, once we get all the kindling cleaned up that's already on the ground now, we can just bag as we go. and it'll be so much easier. I'm interested to see though with the Kindling if the Wolf Ridge or the Cord King Ergo Bagger works better. So I've got the Cord King Ergo Bagger here. I'm going to put it together. Probably in the next video that you guys see from us, we'll have some extra video footage of using both of them, and we'll do pros and cons, what we like, don't like with each one, and see which one works better for our operation. I already have an idea, but I'm not gonna say until I do it, and I'm gonna let you guys see as we go. So it's gonna be one of those deals where we'll do a little bit of everything. Dishwasher Vic here. How you doing, Vic? Good to see you. Yeah, David Parker, it's good to teach him young for sure. He's 9 years old. He can hop on the tractor and run and operate it and do a good job. He's been running my dad's Kubota tractor for 2 or 3 years now. So he's definitely got the hang of a tractor, does a really good job with it. He's conscientious of where he is. He goes easy. He takes his time. The one thing I'm learning or trying to teach right now is bucket control so that he doesn't have anything roll back off the bucket. In the video, there were a couple of times he had the bucket pretty full, and as he's picking up, I was just waiting for one of those rounds to come back. So we're trying to get him a little more conscientious of where his bucket is, and that'll be pretty good. Oh yeah, soon he can be in a plow truck for me anytime he wants, Brandon. I'll let him start driving at 10 if that's what it takes. Snowplow season's not my favorite for sure. There's Ron Brooks. Don't know if I will ever be back. Woodhounds, it's a long, rough road. Just saying hi, Ron. Well, Ron, it was good to see you, brother. There was a bunch of guys asking where you were and where you'd been, so take care. And if we see you back, excellent. And if not, we totally understand. I know you got a lot going on, so good luck to you, and hopefully everything sorts itself out as best as possible. So we appreciate you stopping by, even if just to say hi. The cat is very needy tonight. Very, very needy, for sure. I'm going to try to get better with my videos, posting regularly. But it's been extremely, extremely busy, and it just has not lined up. I do all of the recording. I do all of the editing. I do all of everything as far as the YouTube stuff goes. And as busy as I've been lately with other stuff, YouTube and the business, it's just, whew. I don't know how to make it all work. I need a videographer. So if anybody wants to be a videographer and will work for either Kindling, Firewood, or free, come see me. I'm your man. We can work something out, I promise. But in the meantime, you guys are going to get stuck with what I can get accomplished. If I can get a couple of videos a week, that's probably going to be good for this time of year for sure. Ooh, Northwest PA just got new firewood. Another new log splitter, 32 ton with a 6-second cycle time. There you go. That'll help speed things up for sure. Oh, Timmy Poor says make sure you hit the like button, folks. So close out of that live chat, hit that like button, and come on back in the live chat. I don't know if I could ship the firewood to Wyoming and have it work or not. But we'll cross that bridge if ever we get there, Bracken. That's one of those deals where we just have to see how it works. Hopefully it's somebody local that likes to run a camera better than coming all the way from Wyoming. Not that I don't appreciate it, but that's a long ride. Have a good one. We'll see you next time, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. You guys that sell Kindling, how's it going? Nothing for me in Minnesota. So our Kindling loose in the racks by the road sell really, really well, John. In the bags, I'm not sure yet. We're going to have to see how it goes. I've had people ask, so I have sold a few bags. I used to put it in the firewood. They used to get probably 2 bags worth of Kindling in every cord if we put all the slivers in the firewood, and people would complain about it being in there. So I pull it out, and now that I pull it out, I have people ask, oh, well, the firewood looks really great, but there's no Kindling in it. Do you sell Kindling? It's like, you can't win for losing. I mean, you try, but you can't win. So Neighborly Homestead sells kindling in bags. So I'm figuring $10 a bag or 5 for 40. That's going to be my pitch. That's what you get. So, and Britt puts his kindling in a tote with a free sign on it. People eat it up. I bet they do. I don't like giving stuff away. I had to pay for my logs. Paid a lot of money for them too. Neighborly Homestead says he sold more last year than this year so far. Last year was a good year for firewood in general. For us up here in Maine, we had a really long, lingering winter. Most folks that heat with wood burnt right through till May. So definitely interesting to see how the weather plays out. They have people stealing it from Neighborly Homestead at $5 a bag. That's crazy. 902, a cord of logs in my area, depending on quality, goes anywhere from $130 to $185 a cord. So quality plays a big part in price. Is what it is. Wise Choice says $1 gets them 12 pieces of poplar, and they sell about 100 a year. So I know John over in Corinth that does restaurant wood for me. He bought all of the pine kindling that Karen and Phil had, or some of the pine kindling that Karen and Phil had, and he sold something like 600 or 700 bags of kindling this past year. He advertises on Facebook Marketplace. He always has it, and he definitely moves a fair amount of kindling. So I think the market is there if you can be consistent with it and if your product is good. I know our roadside racks are empty. They took a hit today. Somebody came and cleaned me right out. So that's going to be right around probably tomorrow. We'll work on getting those filled up and getting all of that stuff situated and taken care of. But that holds just about 2 full cords. So we'll have to fill the dump trailer, bring it over and fill the racks up and make it work. So that's tomorrow's project. We'll see how that goes and get that taken care of. No, we don't have any fat wood from pine up here. Not much anyway. There is some if you find it every once in a while, but I got a bunch of softwood and stuff like that. Are you getting that Codison pop-up? I don't know what that is, Tim. Yadkin has fat wood in North Carolina. We use cedar up here. Cedar is technically the kindling of choice. I sell hardwood kindling because it's already coming off the splitter. It's already made. I don't have to make a special product or project to get kindling. I get it every day that we split firewood. I think out of the 60 or so cords of firewood that we've got in the yard, we'll probably end up with close to a half of a cord worth of those small pieces. And they fly out of our roadside rack. So yeah, I'll take it. Douglas fir is awesome for kindling out where Daniel is. And Brandon Hode uses ash bark, very abundant. Yeah, your ash is all dying. So spruce, yeah, we've got spruce here too. I don't get a lot of softwood in my yard. I'll go purposely find some cedar or some softwood, and we'll do whatever we got to do with it. Vic says the original lemonade stand turned into a fruit stand. Kids did good. Pears and peaches. Trees are empty. Maybe 1 day left. 0 wood sales at the stand as of now. Once the weather gets cold, then it'll start moving, Vic. Josh and Janice have 28-inch diameter pine logs. That's a lot of kindling right there. And Neighborly Homestead uses slash from the box wedge, but if they're making kindling, they use basswood or pine. Pop-ups on comments every minute or so. I have to delete it for comments to come back up. No, I'm not having any issue here, Tim. But Tim says he is too. So both Tims are having issues with their chat. I apologize about that. Not sure what that what's doing that or why it's doing that, but who knows. So yeah, kindling I think is a worthwhile add-on for sure. Jim says no pop-ups where he is. Craig says no pop-ups either. And Brandon doesn't see anything. There you go. And Josh and Janice said their pine logs are boilerwood food. Makes good boilerwood. John Salmonson bought a big bundle of oak rippings, so that'll make really good kindling for sure. Benny's, how you doing? Yadkin's got a few there, so there's a few going around. I'm not sure why, but it's not me, I promise. Facebook front, Facebook's working good right now. We're still monetized and making money with Facebook, so that's kind of nice. Been trying to pay attention to that and do that and get that taken care of. Shorts mostly. I got to make sure that all of my shorts that I do for Facebook get transferred over to YouTube. I haven't been doing a really good job of that, so I've got to do better with that. That's one of my goals, is to try to get better with that. I like my positive minute posts and stuff like that. But we'll see. I don't know, Tim. So that's a wonderful question. Somebody asked, Tim asked from Neighborly Homestead, how do you get monetized on Facebook? I guess you just keep doing what you're doing and you stay consistent with it. I know with Facebook so far to this point, I have answered everybody's comments and questions, and I've made sure to respond to everyone that has commented on my posts. And I got a notification last week that they were going to start paying and monetizing my content. I've continued to do what I've been doing, and as of this morning when I looked, I think I made $176 last week on Facebook. So if I can make a couple $100 a week, I only have 4,000 followers right now, I think, on Facebook. So I'll take it. I mean, that's you know, $800 a week, a month. I'll take another $800 a month. Yeah, see, and that's what everybody told me too, Britt, and it didn't happen that way. So it's definitely interesting. Have a good night, Scott. Appreciate you, buddy. +1,000 subs plus watch time. So Bill's saying 1,000+ subs and watch time. Watch time may be it, because I've got a lot of reels that people are watching. I know everybody seems to be infatuated with the all-wood log splitter. Those seem to be definitely better reels than others. My other reels that do really well are my positive minute reels. Some of them do extremely well. Some of them do extremely poorly. I think it just depends. But I try to do those in the mornings. I'm going to try to get them set up so that they're at 6 o'clock in the morning, so that when people are getting up and getting ready for work and doing a little bit of scrolling, they'll see it. Matt, I don't know if Facebook pays better, but it's definitely paying better right now. I don't know how that will transfer or do anything, but we'll see. Tim Poor says, falling behind with splitting, getting piled up with logs, getting buddy with health issues, traveling to Baltimore. Baltimore's a madhouse. Hopefully it'll all work out for him. Yeah, hopefully so, Tim. We'll definitely keep your friend in his prayers. The all-wood is quick, 902. It is just plain and simple quick. Scott McCain likes the K-Train reels. Yep, those are always good too. So it's definitely interesting to see how everything is different. Yeah, I have the check mark, so I am verified. I don't know if that makes a difference. It's worth paying the $2 or the $15 a month, whatever it is. I think it's $2 for your first month, $15 after that. It's worth the $15. So don't tell her, Tim. That's firewood money. What's the matter with you? She's gonna see that. Robert Daigle, how you doing, buddy? Huh. Foothills says he's got multiple 1 and 2 million views and still didn't get monetized until 10K. I've never had anything get multiple million views. Nothing. The thing that I got the closest, Ryan posted a reel of me trying to split a piece of red oak that had a big knot in it and hickory, and the axe kept bouncing and I just kept swinging. Got like 800,000 views on that video of me just swinging away with an axe. It's crazy. I never get those kinds of videos. Matt's real job has him working 60 to 70 hours a week right now. No time for firewood, no time to create a Facebook page. That's just it. I feel you. Right now, we're so busy with the business, I don't have a lot of time. I haven't been doing videos on YouTube as much as I should. I've been working. Like I said, if somebody wants to come videotape and they want to be a videographer, if you've got an eye for style and you think you can make it work, come on up. Come on up. But for right now, you get what you get, guys. I tried to do the best I could. Brett says that YouTube shadow banned him. What'd you do wrong, Brett? What'd you do wrong, buddy? So it's interesting to see how everything works and how it's all gonna go. I enjoy what I do. So if I have time to do all this stuff, it's just really nice to see how it'll all work. Scott McCain says he wants a generator so he can run his 1165 if the power goes out. I don't blame you. Oh, Britt says they don't like his "don't tread on me" flag. That's all he can guess. Well, you know what? That is what it is. I would not worry about that at all. They could shadow ban me for that. Britt, did you use the C word in a video? Neighborly Homestead wants to know how Scott McCain likes his electric 1165. Those little split fire splitters are fairly quick for what they are. For somebody not doing a huge volume of firewood, those are pretty great. And Tom says free Foothills firewood. Should we start hashtagging that in all our videos? Yep, Vic, I know they demonetized Chris's channel where he and his brother used to hunt and trap and fish. They demonetized that for sure. Oh man, that would be a great shirt, Britt. I would wear that around Bunyan for sure. Have Britt behind bars, free Foothills firewood. that would be awesome. Yep, and there's Tom right there. Free Foothills firewood hashtag. There you go. Yeah, I haven't been I got shadow banned on TikTok. I have a friend that has some choice language, and he was in one of my videos. The video has been taken down because they took it down, and they shadow banned me on TikTok. My views went from like 500,000 views on quite a few of my videos to squat. So I have not put any time into TikTok at all. So it's... Britt, send Josh and Janice the picture. They'll make it and I'll wear it. There you go. You signed up for it. I'll wear it, big boy. I'm game for anything at least twice. Scott McCain says goal for 2026 is 10 cords. There you go. No, it wasn't Kevin, Robert. It was my friend Alex. My friend Alex, he has one of those filters that's non-existent, and he used it in one of the videos. I thought I had muted it out, and I did not. So, yep, front and back should have the picture of him turned back too with his Crocs and his shorts, so that you can see him through the bars on the other side, and have free Foothills firewood on the back too. Anybody that watches YouTube or his Facebook reels, they'll know who it is. The internet is soft, Britt, and you know, I get and I understand both sides of it, but at the same point in time, there's got to come a point in time where you got to have a little bit of thick skin. Not everything is meant to be literal or meant to tear you up. So, and Britt says Crocs and shorts till he dies. There you go. Mike says he'd buy one of those shirts. Britt, you might be internet famous and Bunyan famous by the time we get there. So you're going to have your wife take a picture from the back and make sure she makes you look thin, because you're going to be on somebody's shirt. And if they're not thin, it's just going to make you look bigger. Tim says he'd buy one too. Uh-oh, we're starting a trend. We're starting a trend. Hey, have a good one, Northwest PA. Appreciate you, brother. Foothills Firewood, that could be your merch right there. Free Foothills Firewood. Just have you on the front looking sad behind bars. Yeah, I have a picture of Jason with the axe trying to split that piece of wood to bust him out in the back. We could probably get that print on boxer shorts. Fundraiser event. We could do it, and a proceed for all of these shirts could go towards Gramp's Firewood, Gramp's Woodshed, for all the free Foothills Firewood shirts. I'll sell at cost just to start a movement. Oh, it's awesome. This is why I like this stuff. I mean, I had one of those days where it's just been busy, and I don't feel like I got as much accomplished as I should have. We did 2 full cord today and cleaned up the wood yard with Richard and I. I got the processor sent off to its first rental. Guys loving that, having a good time with it. Did some paperwork and some other stuff for some of the other stuff I've got going. And I don't feel like I got enough done. My whole thing with my firewood business, 5 days a week, I've got to do 3 cords a day. If I don't get the 3 cords a day, I'm not making what I need to make for money. So yeah, Bluegrass Outdoors can swing. I've seen him swinging plenty. John Salmon says he'll send $50 to Josh and Janice to start the ball rolling. There you go. Every time I watch that video of Jason, when you say swing it like your purse, Nancy, the first time you said that, I had a mouthful of energy drink and it ended up all over the dash of my truck. It cracked me up. I had to watch it 2 or 3 times just so I could hear you say it again. I was having fun with that. Robert says supposed to have Thursday through Sunday off. All right, I will check and see what the schedule is for rental, Robert. And if it's not rented, we'll get it down there and we'll get making some firewood down there. Lake Ontario, are you going to Bunyan? Far as I know, Lake Ontario was going to Bunyan, Ed. I know he had talked about staying with his brother-in-law, so I think he was planning on it. Not 100% sure, but I think so. So, free Foothills Firewood. Josh and Janice Leach. Send them an email. Let them know what size you need. We'll start a movement. We'll see if we can break free Britt and get them out of the shadow ban of YouTube. I don't know. What else can I tell you? Kevin, I did not fix the belt yet, brother. I have to, though. Airbnb that we found is somewhere near Cambridge. I don't remember the name of the town, but nice little house. Should work well for us. All kinds of room. So yeah, that's where we're gonna be. I'll look and I'll have it written down next time. It's in my phone, but I'm using my phone, so I can't tell you. It's in Ohio near Cambridge, like 10 minutes away. So should work out pretty good. I'm looking forward to Bunyan. Bunyan was a lot of fun last year. That was our first time going. And everything has just really, really grown for sure since then. Mike came back to work full-time yesterday. Ugh. Robert, Kevin broke because it's on his side of the machine. He was running the splitter. I was feeding rounds to him. He broke the drive belt that runs the conveyor belt. I have another spare one somewhere in the garage. I have to find it. I'll get it put on in the morning, take 2 minutes, and we'll be all set and good to go. So should be fine. Should be no issue. Bunyan is a lot of fun, Tim and gang. It's busy. It's big. There's a lot of stuff going on, but lots and lots and lots of great people. We had a ball last year at Bunyan. My channel was very small last year at Bunyan, and we got there and had all kinds of people coming up to me and shaking my hand, introducing themselves, putting names with faces. As far as YouTube goes, it was a lot of fun. Every show I've gone to since then has gotten busier and busier and busier, and I appreciate all of you guys. I really, really appreciate all of you guys. Britt, we're going Thursday, but I won't be there until late. My wife is getting inducted as the president of her Business Network International group, so we're going to be leaving just a little bit late, and we'll get out there to Ohio late Thursday night. We will be there first thing in the morning on Friday. Jeffrey Little, how you doing, buddy? Yep, Tim, that's where you met me, for sure. Yes, they need to be pocket tees. A shirt is not a shirt without a pocket. I hate a shirt without a pocket. I have nowhere to put my things. Bill Saflarski, have a good night, brother. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, Amber has been working her butt off. She works just as hard as I do, if not harder. She has really put her heart and soul into her business and into everything that she does, and has done a fantastic job. She is a go-getter, and she doesn't take no for an answer. So we're going to go and we're going to see her get inducted as the chapter president. And this is a one-year position, and it's elected by your peers. So they're going to go with her for a year, and hopefully everything stays successful and continues to grow. So that's pretty cool. Shotlift Family Firewood, how you doing, Brian? Well, I'll tell you, Britt always wears Carhartt, and Carhartt almost always has a pocket. So I think every shirt should have a pocket. That's just my 2 cents worth. Stuff may fall out too easy, but I need the pocket. I need the pocket. I gotta have it. It's just all there is to it. I gotta have it. My regular shirts that I have right now, my Gildans, don't have a pocket. I don't like them. They stress me out. I don't know where to put my phone. I don't know where to put my stuff. Yep, she still comes home and sweeps around me, Tim. We have a showing tomorrow, so she's cleaning. I was helping clean before we started the live. That's why I'm running it a little late. Maybe she'll be done cleaning by the time I'm done. No, just kidding. She's a very, 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 very smart, very, very gifted woman, and I'm definitely blessed to have her, for sure. She's my best friend. She's my ride or die. Doesn't matter what it is, we'll find a way. We make it work. It's the way it goes. So I'm very fortunate in that aspect, because my first marriage was not that way. I mean, just wasn't. So. Larry Terrell, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And Britt says it's literally all he owns. And I know that because it's all I've ever seen Britt in. So there you go. Exactly. One more place to catch a little man glitter. I wonder if there's any in this one. Actually, none. It's clean. There you go. Well, and then also, if you're in the woods and you need some TP, you just take the pocket. That's all there is to it. Hate the Gildan underwriters. Won't ever make that mistake again. I get Gildan because they're really cheap. where we are, but not the best quality. With sawsuppliers.com though, I can get Carhartt tees very, very, very cost effectively. So if anybody's looking for a bulk order of tees or anything like that, let me know. We can put a big order in through Saw Supplier as a group and we can get a fantastic deal. I won't say what until we know how many shirts we need, but much cheaper than what you pay at your local store. I do know that. Yeah, Brandon, that's how I broke my phone the last time. Brent says use a sock. Oh, there you go. Kevin, get back to work. See you, buddy. Appreciate it. Willey's 10 should work on the Carhartt stuff too, I believe, Ken. I'm not sure. I will check on the shirts, but I seem to remember he said something around, I want to say $9 a piece or $10 a piece, something like that, but that's free shipping right to you. I think the last time I checked at Tractor Supply, which is one of the cheaper places to get it around me, they were like 17 bucks a piece. So I can definitely double check with Steve at Saw Supplier and let everybody know Sunday night. So we'll see, and we can go from there. Larry says he's 8 miles from the Gildan plant. Well, there you go. I'm a long ways from Saw Supplier, and they still do awesome by me every time I need something. The shipping is reasonable. They're quick. They're fast. It's definitely awesome. So here's the deal. All right, there's a bunch of people interested. So what I want you to do, you guys all know how to reach me in one way, form, or another. You let me know how many shirts, what size, and if you have a preference on color. I will call Steve at Saw Supplier. We will put an order in and we'll see what we can do. Any Carhartt stuff. So if you need Carhartt jackets, pants, whatever, if you can let me know what you need, either Facebook Messenger, text message, email, whatever, carrier pigeon, just get it to me. You get me what you want. We'll put a big order together from sawsupplier.com. We'll see what we can get for a deal. How's that sound? That sound fair to everybody? I think that's good. So reach out to me before the next live, preferably a couple of days before so I can get in touch with Steve and we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to probably end it right here. I appreciate all you guys. I'm running over on time. I got to go see if Amber needs some help finishing cleaning. That's right. I'll help clean. Yeah, that works. I believe Josh and Janice do embroidery, Britt. Yes, they do. So remember, a little bit every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can. We will see you guys on the next one. Remember, get your Carhartt ordered to me if you want Carhartt stuff, and I will reach out to Saw Supplier and see what I can get us for a deal. Deal? Deal. We'll see you guys next time.